Hello, world. Today is it's the sixth day of the year, sixth day of January, and it is the 33rd day of 393 consecutive sonic streams using the Attention Live tech stack because 2024 is the year. So I'm documenting my experience to give my perspective on how do you change the world. Well, the way you change the world in 1 year is you work on it for 53 years. I feel it's convergence. I really do feel that 2024 is going to be a tipping point for Attention Live, for Ted Haas, and for the Bay Area. I think our movement, the All Bay Area Innovate movement, whatever you want to call it, it's relationship based, so it has an identity. We're calling it Innovate. I think it's going to hit a tipping point. And so how do you change the world in 1 year? You prepare for it for 53 years. So a couple things happened today. One, got up bright and early and went to my class at Bennett Fit and trained with Job Bennett, which is such an incredible blessing. I get to train with these elite Olympic athletes. John was telling me about some of the stories of Jay, who's the other trainer. So John and Jay, they're partners basically. And Jay was, when Jay on his last time, he was in the 2008 and 2012 Olympics, and he tried to give it one last go in 2016. And Ja volunteered to work out with him while he was preparing. And he said it didn't work out that well because Jay would sneak in workouts. He came in once, and he's clean and jerking, jamming up and down. 275 pounds. Okay, that is Jaws max. And Jaws a pretty fit, buff guy. In fact, you would think Jaw, because his arms are a little shorter, you'd think he was stronger than Jay. Jay's taller and thinner. And he can do that once for max. And Jay was pounding him out like repetitions. That to me, one, made me more grateful than ever to have the opportunity to train with him. It's also kind of one of those, humbling things of how high the level is. Because I've been declaring that my goal is to be the oldest guy ever to try out for the G League Warriors, Santa Cruz Warriors, and to not embarrass myself. Well, I don't know if it's a one-to-one comparison, but the guys who are playing in the G League are very elite. They are one step away from the NBA, and as far as the level of talent, it is a small degree of separation. And those are elite Olympic level athletes. And that's the standard of training. So it's like, having said that, my takeaway at 53, it's not just about training harder. It's really about training smarter. In fact, the reason Jay did not make it in 2016 is he was training, he got interrupted by an injury, which is something you have to be very aware of. He was significantly younger than I am, but one of my biggest obstacles is going to be injury. I have to avoid injury. And I'm wanting to do this in a very sustainable way. So it's really not just about working harder. It's about working smarter. But having said that, I've got to blend audacity and hope, but also humility of how high the standard is. So that was good. So it also inspired me to. The other thing that inspired me is Ja is 39 and he's going to turn 40 this year. And so his goal is to work out every day of the year. and he works out 7 days a week. I think it's okay to work out 6. Um, but he lifts weights, runs, lift weights, runs. So, he's not overloading himself entirely. He's also, I'm 53, so that's 14 years difference. That's significant. So I need more rest. But that all inspired me, and be on the road next week. So I am going to go to the fitness class tomorrow. I don't normally make it Sunday mornings. I haven't been that often on Sunday mornings. I like to sleep in and have a rest day on Sunday. But I'm going to go tomorrow morning, get to bed early. Plus, it's not too late right now. So that was one of the things. And speaking of goals, so my goal is to get in the best shape of my life. But I talked about that yesterday. I've got to work that out into what's the routine I'm going to commit to. And I think I need to have intense workouts. Right now, I've been in the routine of working out with Jaw and Jay twice a week, playing basketball twice a week. I think I need to add to that. And I've also been working out the other days, doing push-ups every other day. Um, so, but I need to up that. So I need to work out every day, I think. And I need to add to it a very intense basketball training. Now, I actually have the mind. I know how to train for basketball. Having said that, it's all levels. I am not a trainer. So, but I did play at an elite level. So, but I think, working on my shot, working out on things, I think I need to do more things to strengthen my legs too. Like I need to add weightlifting to it. So, okay, one step at a time. Still figuring out what specifically I'm going to commit to in the routine. If I don't turn it into a routine, it's going to be hit or miss. And that's not ideal. I'm also looking forward to the DALL suit, which is state of the art. That is going to accelerate things. But I have a month before I get that, and I'll get the new prototype suit. So I'm really looking forward to that and to tracking this journey. So anyways, that's where I'm at on that. The other thing today that was really fun is I caught up with my media team, and we're on the same page very much with the media. We want to have a holistic strategy, and they very much, we're both in the place that we want to trim off the things so we're not spread too thin, so we can put our ideal energy and effort into what we're most passionate about and what we can be really, really good at. And so for them, they love video, they love telling stories, and they want to trim from doing the mundane work of specifically, they had an aha moment, a come to Jesus moment, a Holy Ghost moment during the holiday break, which is why we take breaks. It's the best practice. During the holiday break, that they were doing things, specifically, it was running ads for a certain client. And it was just mundane, and they were just doing it because it's a business and you do things and you build the business. They weren't passionate about it. So I love that. And we talked it all through, and we're going to still hash it out, but really work out our plan and our strategy. And I think what we need to add to the mix too is enough bandwidth to create the polished, finished, awesome pieces that we can release that tell our story as well as we can tell it. So more to come on that. Now, this image, the image for the day, is create an image of a bald man with a lighter skin tone and no facial hair, wearing swim shorts, walking out of the ocean at night on a beach with shorts. I should post the other one when I said with a swimsuit. And it was a pretty androgynous swimsuit. The guy looked the same, so he looked pretty tough, but it looked more like a silly wrestling suit. So I said, put shorts on him. You know, DALL-E, Chat GPT. I have to thank you that this is what you think I look like. obviously that's my idealized self. And, if you think that looks good, yeah, it's pretty much the way I think I look in my mind. Um, but yeah, that's what I want to look like. Um, but I found if vanity only isn't as sustainable. What's sustainable for me is ego. So performance, ego is more sustainable than vanity. I need a combination of everything to motivate me. When I was younger, I felt God speaking to me, like, Ted, don't get vain. Now I feel at this age, I look in the mirror and I look at myself, I feel the same voice whispered in my ear and say, Ted, cultivate that vanity because you need every advantage you can get to not let yourself go. It's all stages of life. But I've found that if I work out and optimize for performance and for strength and functionality, that's much more sustainable. Plus, I want to be able to dunk again, like for real. I want to be able to throw down. So last time I tried, I squeaked in one, but it was pretty squeaky. I want to not squeaky. I want to thunder. So that's my goal more than how I look. If I do that, how I look follows. All right. Well, that's what I have for today. Day 33 of 393, day 6. So those are all threes and sixes, all factors of 3. 33, 393, 66. All right. Thank you for listening to this. And I am ending the stream at 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hit that big red stop stream button right